Starting a journey in photography is as much about how you see the world than the gear that you're currently using. And today I want to go over 5 foundational tips to help you hit the ground running. Starting off with mastering the gear you already own. Don't get sucked into what we call gas gear acquisition syndrome, where you buy everything that everyone suggests to you, everything you see on YouTube. Maybe you talk to some friends or family members who are in the photography world, and you want to buy what they have. But honestly, to tell you the truth, the best camera you have is the one you already own. Whether that's your cell phone or maybe you got a hand-me-down mirrorless camera or something else in the past, that is perfect to start out because you want to master the gear you already have, as well as mastering composition and lighting. That will help you by far to any camera you purchase, because a camera's a camera. You have to be the person that understands how to use it, and as well as understanding the tools that you need to actually better your craft versus buying everything you see and it just becomes honestly paperweights on your desk. The second tip here is understanding the exposure triangle. Learning how to get out of auto mode. Every photographer needs to understand what ISO means, what shutter speed means, and what aperture means. And for example, aperture, it controls the depth of field, shutter speed controls the motion, and ISO controls the light sensitivity that your camera reads. Once you understand that in the exposure triangle, you're able to get out of auto mode. Now, there's nothing wrong with using auto. I still use it today. There's a lot of times where I'm hanging out with my kids or at an event where I don't really need to focus on the settings. I want to still live in the moment, so I'll run in auto mode. So don't be afraid if you're unable to figure out the exposure triangle to move into manual settings right off the back. It's going to take time for you to really understand what the best settings are quickly so you can make small adjustments as you go. The biggest thing is when you have a chance, practice, practice, practice. Tip number 3, chase the golden hour. Lighting is the soul of photography. That first hour after the sun rises or the hour before the sun sets. It's gonna give you a nice, softer, warm light. And honestly, those photos are gonna look really amazing during the golden hours, that you're gonna get that instant gratification to keep you going. And as a newbie photographer, myself in the past, those photos were really nice for me because I was able to get something that looked really good with very minimal practice. And it made me feel great about what I was trying to learn and what I was trying to do versus taking, photos at high noon where the sun's everywhere, there's no clouds and everything is really harsh light. Like you don't understand just yet how to manipulate the sun to that point. So like I said, golden hour is going to be key as you're jumping into this because you're going to get some really great images with very little knowledge at this current time. The fourth thing is practice the rule of thirds. Composition is what takes a photo from a snapshot to an amazing image. Imagine 2 vertical lines going across your frame as well as 2 horizontal lines, which you can actually set this up in your camera or your phone to always be on there, but it helps create a more balanced image for your eye. And lastly, let your curiosity run wild. Don't feel like you have to be pressured into picking a niche today. Don't feel like you need to start shooting weddings tomorrow, becoming a newborn photographer. My biggest advice for you here is just be curious. Take pictures of everything, no matter what it is. If you can get your camera in front of it, take pictures because you really need to practice taking photos to understand composition, rule of thirds, as well as lighting. And the biggest thing is mastering the equipment that you have. Get out there and photograph as much as possible. I'm Tony, and thank you so much for joining me today. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video.